Hey guys, NaturallyNellzy here again, and guess what? I got another vlog. So today's vlog is mainly about how I feel about the big chop and more focused on when is the best time to big chop. And the reason why I wanted to do this video is because I get a lot of questions and concerns about, should I big chop? Should I transition? Should I just stick with my relaxer? Like all these different questions. So I figured I'll just, make a video about it since so many people were inquiring about it. Now, the main thing that I always say from the start of my videos to now, I always say that it's always important for you as an individual to know what you want to do. I always said that I don't think you should do it because someone else told you to do it or because, you see other people doing it. It should be something that you thought about, really precisely and really took some time to, playing through your head. Number one, you have to be ready to do it. Okay? You. Not me, not other people, not anybody else, just you. And for those of you that are actually in the transitioning phase or you're in the just want a big chop, get it over it phase, I also understand that as well. Like, if you guys don't know, I had transitioned for, I think it was 3 or 4 months. I'm not really sure. I'll have to look back on it. You'll just probably see a little link coming across the screen, like this one right here. So yeah, around that time. And my intention was to try to transition out for a year or so to maybe 2 years, because of course I saw a lot of other people on YouTube that were doing the whole, transition, long-term transitioning. And I thought I could do it too, but every time I had, went into the shower or I had to style my hair, it's like I would always feel my natural curls and then I would see like, my limpy, lifeless, relaxed ends. And I'm like, oh man, I think I just want to get rid of this and just, just start. Like, why not? So my transition didn't last for very long because I wouldn't say I got frustrated, but I just got so anxious to actually play with my curls and to actually see how it is. Because, when you have the relaxers weighing down your hair, you can't really see the whole, just the whole concept of your curls. Because you have, another form, you have another, you have more hair attached to it. So it's like it's two different textures, and then there's a line of demarcation which, separates the relaxed from the natural hair and so on and so on. But for me, it didn't last too long because I was anxious, and I just, if I don't like it, okay, it will grow on me. What's really gonna happen besides my hair will grow out, right? Exactly. So that's what I did, and it actually was awesome. Like, it was a great experience for me. Like, I was so ready to do it. I was so excited. I was just optimistic about the whole thing. Even before I had decided to actually do the dramatic cut, I was just optimistic about the whole entire thing. And for those of you that ask me, when do you think is the best time to big chop? For me, I would say the best time to big chop is, in my opinion, of course, I would say to the spring month going into summer. And the reason why I say that is because during that whole, season change, you can do so many different things with your hair, and it gives you time to experiment. Like, the main thing that kept me, like, during my little itty bitty fro stage, my TWA stage, I think I'm still in it now, but yeah. The main thing that got me through was, of course, gel and styling. And the main reason why I like gel is because it actually, makes your curls more defined. You can slick up the little baby hairs, pull it back, one side back, do a mohawk, just a wash and go, and just have the whole thing curly. And it's just, I guess you could say it's like encouragement to see, like, wow, so just a couple of, if you transition, a couple of months, if not, or maybe you just, did it entirely. It's like, it just gives you a sense of, this is what it's going to be like for right now. And I also like it because I believe that if I didn't big chop when my hair was so short, I would not know what my hair liked. Like, honestly, I love wash and goes, but I totally prefer twist outs so much better. And even when I am doing a wash and go, from that experience of, styling my hair in the, warmer months, I got a chance to play with products and experiment with them and see what my hair responds to, what it doesn't respond to, and all that good stuff. And I feel like, if your hair is a little bit longer, like say you did transition out and like you have a good amount of hair, it's like you cut it off and it's like now you have all this hair and you have no idea what would work, what wouldn't work, and all and so on. And I guess you could say the same thing still applies to longer hair, but I just feel like if you did do it when your hair was short, you would have a better understanding of, what I can do, what I can't do. What does my hair respond to? What is it telling me that it does not like? And if your hair is long, it's like you really won't know. Like, for instance, I would do, like, for instance, when my hair was really short, I could only twist up the front. And for the longest, I didn't understand, like, there was, like, this section of my hair right here in the front. It's, like, a really, really loose kind of 3C curl. And when I used the gel, it couldn't get a curl. And for the longest, I thought, oh, my God, I still have perm ends. But it's totally not perm because I cut it all off too many times, actually, getting rid of my growth. And I didn't realize that until my hair continuously kept growing out. I'm like, wow, like this front part of my hair actually just grows straight. Why am I cutting it? So I just thought that was interesting. Another thing that I thought was interesting is that certain styles didn't fit my face when I tried it when it was, short. And now that my hair is a little bit longer, I could come back to those styles and say, oh, well, now this works. As well as certain products, like certain products I didn't like, now I love them. I use them consistently. Certain products I don't love now that my hair is a little bit longer. And when it was short, I loved it. So I just think that when you start from scratch, it gives you a lot of versatility and just gives you more of an understanding of your hair. Now, the reason why I say that I prefer the winter, I prefer the spring to summer months as opposed to the winter is because when it's warmer, you can get away with, just spritzing your hair with gel and water and just going out the door. Also, playing with certain little accessories and all that stuff. And when it's more of the winter time, you kind of have to limit what you can do to your hair because, of course, it's cold and you can't go out with a wash and go. Certain styles you can't do because, you want to keep yourself warm. Certain products you can't use that would give you those styles you can't use because of the climate change. And I don't know, like, it just seems to me like, I guess you could say during the winter months, it seems like your hair is more of in a protective phase, but that's just me. I mean, some people still rock their wash and goes, even in the winter. I don't know how they do that, but they still do it. But for me, I just feel like doing it during the hotter months was just so much easier for me and so much better. And it gave me just so much more time to understand what my hair likes. And also, I also like it like that because I feel like as time went on, the months went on and it started to get a little bit colder, it's like I found myself doing protective styles. And from doing those protective styles and having them in, of course, your hair continuously keeps growing. And it's like you don't really realize it unless you're keeping, some type of documentation up. And now that we're in February, next month is going to be March. And it's like from what I started with to now, it's like my hair totally grew in the winter. And I didn't really it didn't affect me mentally as much as when it was in the summertime. And it was like I woke up all the time and I always saw my hair short, like in the winter month my hair was always in twists. So it's like, okay, well, it's just in twists. And then now that it's getting, hotter, I could take them out, I could use glycerin, glycerol, whatever, all that good stuff. And it's like now I'm actually seeing all this growth as the, winter months are coming out. And I was like, wow, like my hair is actually at this stage where I feel totally confident with it. Like, don't get me wrong. I felt really confident with my little TWA, my little short, teeny weeny afro, but I totally prefer how it is now. Like, actually grown out into like a small, fro with that growth. And it's like, I could definitely see it now. Like, it's just awesome. So, I totally think that, if you're going to do your big chop, whether you're transitioning, whether you're just going for the whole big chop itself, or I don't know, you're thinking about it. One, I would say do it when you're ready. Also, do a lot of, research on what you think you would, certain things that you would come in, obstacles that you might come into, certain styles that you can wear, products that you would like to try in the summer months, all that good stuff. And then also think about the winter months, because your hair is going to be in, well, if it's your choosing, your hair will be in protective styles, and you won't be wearing it out as much because it is cold and you want to keep warm. And of course, our hair gets really dry in the wintertime. So it most likely will be in some type of protective style. And just remember that during those, 4 months? Depending on where your location is. Like my winter months over here, it starts getting cold around, I would say, November to December. It starts getting kind of cold. And now we're in February and it's actually like starting to get a little bit hotter. It's like 55 today and it's only February, the beginning of February. So remember that during those colder months, your hair is going to be in that, growing phase. And if you choose to wear protective styles, once you come out of that stage and you start sprouting out in spring, you're going to have growth. So that's what I think. I think the best time to do your big chop is definitely in a warmer month, mainly the spring. And yeah, of course, do it when you're ready. So that's my thoughts on that. That was my little experience on, my little big chop phase and all that good stuff. And hopefully this will answer some of the questions that you guys have. So yeah, I gotta run to class soon. Yeah, definitely gotta run to class soon, looking at the clock. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Hope that helped, and I hope you guys have a great day. So see you guys. Bye-bye.